Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Welcome to our April 9th, 2025 meeting. I call this meeting to order. Please, let's stand and salute the flag. In accordance with the
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I haven't done that in school. That's nice.
In accordance with the new Open Public Meeting Act, NJSA 1014-16 ET, the Housing Authority of the City of Linden, the Board of Commissioners meeting is held today, April 9th at 5:30. The meeting will be held in person at the Ann Ferguson Community Room, Dill Avenue, Linden, New Jersey. In addition to the listed items on this agenda, this board may discuss and act upon other items not specifically referred to herein as is allowed at the regularly scheduled monthly board meeting under the Sunshine Law. Roll call.
Chairperson Infante. Vice Chair Humphrey.
Yes.
Commissioner Baycott. Commissioner Boyd.
Yes.
Commissioner Manuzza.
Here.
Commissioner Matlos.
Here.
Commissioner Arlene. Okay.
Motion to approve the minute for the special meeting held on March 26. The minutes was not completed yet, so I would like
The table,
Yeah.
a motion to table the minutes for March 26th and February 3rd. Need a second?
Second.
Was that there? Vice Chair Humphrey.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyd.
Yes.
Commissioner Baycott is absent. Commissioner Manuzza.
Yes.
Commissioner Matlos.
Yes.
And Commissioner Arlene.
the finance report. Motion to approve the bills list for March 2025.
Motion for the bills.
Second.
We have a bill here that I want to submit tonight for our attorney.
There was a second?
Roll call, ready? Okay.
Wait a minute.
No.
Discussion.
If it was moved and seconded,
I seconded.
okay, you have to withdraw the mover and the second, and then redo it with the amendment.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, because you just did it. yes. All right,
So
so
whoever
please,
moved it, have to withdraw.
I had to
So,
withdraw the
withdraw.
motion
And who
and
was the
amend
second?
it
Who was the
to,
second?
I was the second.
You can withdraw the second?
Yes.
Okay, now you can.
and I
so
would,
make a new motion.
I'll make a new motion to add, the lawyer's, bills.
And I seconded.
Okay. Chairperson Humphrey.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyd.
Yes.
Commissioner Manuzza.
Yes.
Commissioner Matlos.
Yes.
Commissioner Arlene.
Yes.
I would like to bring to the table two resolutions. Resolution to cash in a CD to pay bills, and a resolution to pay bills for 2023, the pension bills for the 2023. Roll call?
No, you need a motion.
Yeah, I need a motion first.
A first emotion.
I need a second.
I'll second
Okay.
Discussion.
Do you want, before you second it, do you want any discussions?
It's been seconded. Is there any discussion?
Any discussions now regarding these two resolutions?
I just wanted to know about the pension, like, what is it, like, you know, this word?
The pension is, I believe that the pension bill wasn't paid for the year 2023. And we just got a bill. For some reason, the bill was backdated. So as it was backdated, we just got a bill. The bill now has to be paid by all three buildings. So we submitted invoices to the other buildings and our portion of the bill. So we are waiting for this other two buildings to agree to pay the amount owed so that for us to pay the bill for 2023.
Okay.
We're voting on our portion or the whole thing?
No, our portion. It's, I think it is, each building pay, I think, is 30 to 33%. And it's 33, all three bills. And the next bill, I do not know if you guys want to discuss the CD. In order for us to pay these bills, we also have to cash in a CD to pay these bills. So we have to cash in a CD to get the money to pay these bills. That's why we have a resolution to break a CD to pay bills. This is going to pay the pension bill and other bills we may have to pay.
So we're paying our bill and the LHC bill that broke the management agreement as well? Is that what we're doing?
Well, we sent an invoice to the, we sent an invoice to the Housing Corporation. We also sent another one to the Mongols Corporation. So we sent their portion for them to be paid. And we are waiting to hear from them. Remember, this bill was, services was already rendered because this bill is for the year 2023.
Have you heard from them?
Actually, today, the board chair called me today, and we had a brief conversation, and he informed me that he is going to, I discussed these bills with him that has to be paid. I also told him that if the bills are not paid, we will be charged interest on the bills. So these bills has to be paid. So he said he is going to discuss it with the attorney of the Housing Corporation to make sure that these bills, we get reimbursed or we are paid to pay these bills.
Can I make a suggestion? This dates back to 2023.
Yes.
Right? I'm gonna make a suggestion that the Housing Authority pay this pension for your employees. And if there's money that is due through a reimbursement, you get the reimbursement. I suspect there may not be because it's dating back to 2023 when the agreements were in effect.
So, yeah. So we have, if you guys look at the bills paid, you will see that, or bank balances, and you will see the,
You're in the middle of a vote, right? So you gotta deal with that. Any more questions?
No more discussion? Any other discussion?
Deal with it.
Call for the vote. Okay, Chairperson Humphrey?
Yes.
Vice Chair, I'm sorry. Commissioner Boyd?
yes.
Commissioner Manetza?
Yes.
Commissioner Matlow?
Yes.
Commissioner Arlene?
Yes.
The employees, thank you.
Our next agenda items is buildings, grounds, and maintenance. Ray, do you have anything?
Just that we're getting ready to start doing our regular landscaping duties, and that'll include mowing, clipping, edging, and general maintenance around the buildings as far as weeds are concerned. Just so that they should be aware that this is going to start going on.
So we're getting ready for summer,
Yes.
okay.
You can't tell from outside right now, but.
Could you provide information on our maintenance equipment or the storage in our garages and trailers?
We do have a full garage full of our lawn equipment, our grass cutters, our snow blowers, plows for our trucks. So, I mean, that pretty much,
But the reason why I bring this to the board's attention is because all the stuff that is in the garage and it's on, do we have to move property to other locations based on what we have stored in our garages and on our premises?
the only thing would be the second bay of the big garage. That's all of EMT's, their rec room stuff that is in there during the construction is being stored in our garage. There are some refrigerators and stoves that are in these containers too for the middle building because of course they don't have any place to store it right now with all the construction and that going on.
Mr. Hamlin, we have several of, as our maintenance supervisor just said, we have several items that are stored on our property and may need to be removed. Do you have any recommendations or suggestions?
If so, I would do it in closed session.
All right, okay, thank you. And next, we have two resolutions. One resolution is for, we are gonna be moving the location of Section 8. Our Section 8 office will be moving from 1551 Dill Avenue, and it's gonna be moving to this location. And we would hope that that could be done within the next, by the ending of this month. Would you say that? Yes. By the ending of the month, the move would be complete. So for landlords or tenants who's looking for Section 8, are we going to send out a notice? Or?
Well, we would have to, yeah.
Yeah, we will be sending out a notice to all our tenants and landlords as to our new location of our Section 8 office. But you guys, we need a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I second.
Any discussion?
So the new address would be 1601 Dill Avenue, Linden, New Jersey,
This way.
07036, for the Section 8 office. That would be the new address.
That is correct.
Okay. Vice Chair Humphrey,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyd,
Yes.
Commissioner Manutza,
Yes.
Commissioner Matlos.
Yes.
Commissioner Arlene.
Yes.
Our next agenda item is our director's report. In my first,
That one resolution.
I put it for two, no for food. Oh, that was just the first one? Yes, sorry. The second resolution is HVC landlord luncheon. We would like to do an HCV, housing choice voucher, landlord luncheon. This is to give the landlords an opportunity to meet a new executive director and to also talk about the changes, the new location changes. So we have not decided the location and the time of the luncheon, but I would like to put in place a resolution so we can start working on preparation for the landlord luncheon.
So the date, the location, and the time will come at a later date?
Yes.
I'll make a motion for the resolution to do the HCV landlord luncheon, date, time, and location at a later time.
Second.
Any discussion? Vice Chair Humphrey,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyd,
Yes.
Commissioner Manutza,
Yes.
Commissioner Matlos,
Yes.
and Commissioner Arlene.
Yes.
Okay, that director's report. In my first month on the job, I had one staff meeting and two tenants meet and greet. The Union County Division of Aging also had a meeting with tenants where they provided information on different programs and services offered by the Union County Division of Aging. Our staff social worker also provided services to several tenants. Our monthly food bank, which is normally held on the last Monday of every month, we had one, and we served over 75 tenants collected food boxes. I also had an opportunity to meet with several tenants, and I toured several apartments. I reviewed several vendors' contracts and met with several vendors as well as a Section 8 vendor. A medical doctor normally visits once a week for anyone who needs assistance. We have a medical doctor who visits once a week. We also have an eye doctor who visits once every 3 months. So if you need to get your eyes checked or you need any type of health related, we have doctors, and we have an eye doctor who comes here to service our tenants. We also have several resolutions that I would like to bring before the board. One resolution is to get all existing staff trained to conduct inspired training to perform housing inspections. Guys, I strongly believe in cross-training. I believe that if we have our staff that trained in multiple services that we offer, we could be up functioning at high efficiency. The next resolution.
You have to do the
Huh? I wanted to do this all. Yeah. No, I wanted, do you guys want to go over everyone? No. All right, okay. Yes.
I make a motion for the Inspire training, to cross-train all the employees, as you recommend.
You, yes.
Second motion. Any discussion?
Any discussion on it right now?
One that I agree, I think that's very important for efficiency purposes.
For efficiency, right? Okay.
Because right now, vendors doing it right now?
Well, we have, most of our services right now are offered by vendors, so the only way we could bring it back in-house is we have to start training cross-training all our staff.
I asked to put that 150%.
No more discussion? Anybody else? Okay, roll call. Vice Chair Humphrey.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyd.
Yes.
Commissioner Manuzza.
Yes.
Commissioner Matlos.
Yes.
Commissioner Arlene.
Yes.
Our next resolution is to begin the process to open the Section 8 Housing Choice Voucher Program waiting list. And we want to do this no later than April 30th, 2025.
Motion to open the resolution to begin the process of open the Section 8 HCV program waiting list no later than April 30th, 2025.
I second it.
Any discussion? Well, before we, if you guys, roll call, no discussion? All right, roll call.
Vice Chair Humphrey.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyd.
Yes.
Commissioner Manuzza.
Yes.
Commissioner Matlos.
Yes.
Commissioner Arlene.
Yes.
Resolution to remove Joy Fonte as the proven official of the ELOCs. I need a motion.
Motion to approve Joe Infante as the approving official of the ELOC system.
No, to remove.
To remove it.
Oh, remove, I apologize.
come again, look. You don't have to restate the motion, just, let me set you up
Yes,
there.
we need a second.
Yes.
Second.
Boyd.
Any discussion?
She thinks she had talked
Roll call.
What is ELA?
ELOCs is the line of credit system in HUD where we do our drawdowns from. And when we draw the money down, it goes into an account that's already been designated within the system. Okay. So he's the approval.
Ay, ¿qué tal?
It gives,
No lo bailaron ahí.
he has to go in and.
¿Cómo se abre? Es ahí. ¿Cómo uno abre ahí que está no lo bailando?
No home.
Sí.
Yeah,
No, no there.
and draw down like our operating
Se lo guardaron ahí.
They closed, goodbye. Yeah, they
Me lo
closed.
guardaron.
Yeah.
Mira ahí, suena porque me lo guardaron. Aquí se me quedó.
See, you're saying nothing. You're saying nothing.
Vice Chair Humphrey.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyd.
Yes.
Commissioner
Don't you go
Manessa.
talk to them?
Commissioner Matlos. Yes. Commissioner Arlene.
Yes.
Resolution to appoint a new ELUX approving official. Make a motion.
What the hell's that?
We have to, you guys have to nominate someone. I think that if I make a recommendation, if I make a recommendation
It's gonna be Sharon.
to be the ELUC person. All right, so what's it, Sharon?
We have to do it. It has to be someone, yeah, it has to be somebody from the board.
And it has to be someone from the board, and it has someone you could count on.
That when you need
You're
to,
basically approving the person to go in and do the drawdown. It's really what your job
Oh,
entails.
you can do it. Do you wanna do it, Karen?
I think if we table this for right now,
Okay.
discuss this, and come back and approve it later.
Yeah, we could approve it later. We could discuss in executive session, yes.
So you can table it for now, that's the.
No, we have to, no, but we have to do it tonight.
Yeah.
We're gonna discuss it in closed session.
Right, sure.
Okay, yes,
They have some legal
yes,
implications.
okay. Right. Resolution for approval of the 2025 utility allowance for Section 8, effective May 1, 2025. You guys have it in your packet.
You have just the front cover because it's 120 something pages. I emailed it all to you. If you need a full copy printed, let me know and I'll be glad to print one out.
I make a motion.
Yes. So I need someone to make the motion. Who made it?
Danny?
And
Yes.
she seconded.
Okay. Any discussion? Roll call?
Vice Chair Humphrey?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyd?
Yes.
Commissioner Manessa?
Yes.
Commissioner Matlos?
Yes.
Commissioner Arlene?
Yes.
Our next agenda item, or attorney report. Do you have anything to report, sir?
Not an open session.
Okay, all right, thank you. Okay. Comments from the public. Members of the public desiring to make a comment may come forward at this time. Please begin your comment by stating your name and address. Individuals are invited to speak on one topic at a time, and no person will speak more than once until all individuals so desiring have spoken once. Moving forward, the public is reminded that in order to keep an efficient and orderly operation of this meeting, members of the public will be limited to speaking on agenda items for 3 minutes. Huh?
Where's the agenda?
I beg your pardon?
Do you have copies of the agenda for the public to see what's on the agenda? Was it posted? How are we supposed to know what's on the
It was
agenda?
posted, yes.
Well, it's supposed to be on the website.
You're trying to restrict us to only comment on agenda items, but you don't even have the agenda.
Did you have
I can
any
Yeah,
members of the
what's up
public
with
would like
that?
to speak?
Just an idea, I'm sorry, just an idea that I have. A lot of people in here didn't know about the building. They said yesterday, excuse me, not the building, the meeting. They said yesterday, somebody said they put the papers on the board. Some of the seniors, they can't see good. Some of the seniors can't hear good. Some of the seniors, they forget. And if possible, like, they'll tell us about bingo. They'll tell us about, like, people coming to help the seniors on a loudspeaker. We all have a loudspeaker in our apartment. And it would be nice if they could just announce too when the meeting is. So like if they forget or they can't hear that good or something, they could all know. Because I'm pretty sure if they knew, there would be more people here. Just an idea for the older people that can't hear good and stuff.
Yeah, I think it's a very good idea.
That's a good idea.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. That was a very good idea. Thank you.
Productive.
You're welcome.
Productive.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, boy.
You can have mine.
Good evening. My name is Charlie Prattville. I'm the editor of New Brunswick Today. I'm here with my camera recording the meeting, and it will be shared on our YouTube channel as soon as possible. May I ask who is chairing the meeting?
Sherry?
Okay. Thank you very much. Why isn't the board allowing Zoom access for this meeting? Madam Chair?
Ask him to ask all his questions and then he can respond.
Ask all your questions, I'll respond later.
No, you can respond today, but ask the questions and you can respond.
You can ask your questions and I'll respond.
Okay, well, what if I have a follow-up question?
You can ask it.
You can ask me and I'll respond.
Okay, so I just asked a question. Why doesn't the board allow Zoom access? For what it's worth, the executive director asked me to come to this meeting and ask that question right here. Why not?
Any more questions?
Sure. Who reviewed the lawyer's bills before approving them?
Ask the next question.
Why didn't the pension payment get made from 2023?
Okay. Next question.
Are there any updates you can share on the authority's lawsuit against the Linden Housing Corporation?
Next question.
I'm very concerned about compliance with the Open Public Records Act. I brought this up at the last several meetings. On February 10th, I requested the resolution hiring you, Dr. Berghammer, and a copy of your contract. Tomorrow is 2 months since then, and I still don't have either document. If I don't get them tomorrow, I'll be contacting attorneys on Friday to pursue bringing a case to force the agency to comply. Why haven't I received your contract, Dr. Berghammer, or the resolution hiring you? What's wrong? What's the problem? What's the holdup?
Next question. Any more questions?
Yeah. I also requested the resumes of the other candidates for the executive director position, and I requested all candidates for the executive director position. Finally, this week I received Dr. Berghammer's resume, but I don't have the resumes for any of the other candidates, and I was told that those resumes won't be released without permission of those candidates. So I'd like to ask, did the authority reach out to any of the other candidates to ask if they consent to having their resume released? And if not, why not? Will you do that? Or will you give me their names so I can contact them and ask their permission? Not really fair for you to say, we can't release them without permission from the candidates, but then conceal who the candidates are and not even attempt to get their permission. I don't think that's appropriate. I think the Open Public Records Act is being violated, and I think this board has a liability that you need to address. I also note that you don't have a full board here today. There's, I believe, 5 voting members present. There are 7 members of the board. If you had Zoom access, you might have more board members, and you might have greater participation from the public. I've asked repeatedly why you did away with the Zoom access, which was the status quo for years. And yeah, I mean, I would like an answer to that question. Can you respond to my questions?
Are there any more questions?
There may be a follow-up, but I will yield the floor so you can answer my questions.
We want to see the question.
Regarding the legal questions, there was a request for information regarding candidates who applied in their resumes. The law does not require that the public entity provide that information unless the individuals seek to do so themselves. As one can understand, if you're applying for a position somewhere, you may not want your current employer to know that you're applying for another position. So that is the rationale for that. As far as the contract, you should have a copy of the contract. We can get that to you in short order. I don't see why that's an issue. The issue regarding Zoom, I think the Board of Commissioners has discussed it. They're still in the process of discussing it. They're trying to promote participation at the meetings of the public, the residents that live here, to give them an opportunity to come to the meetings, to see the meetings, to participate in the meetings. So that's part of the rationale. Why the pension from 2023 did not get paid. This current Housing Authority Board of Commissioners is not sure what happened in 2023. There was notification that was provided, and it was deemed that the Housing Authority should take responsibility to ensure that employees' pension payments are made regardless if it was 23, 24, 22, and that's what they're seeking to do. As far as the status of the lawsuit is still pending. We hope to have a decision in short order, hopefully within the next week or sooner. And that's it with these questions.
I had asked who reviewed the lawyer's bills before approving them. It appeared they just sort of showed up here.
Couldn't write fast enough, sorry.
Did all 5 members who approved the bills review the lawyer's bill?
Presumably so, if it was approved.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Presumably so, if it was approved.
But I saw it get handed off here. I don't know what was shared before the meeting, but was tonight the first time you shared your bill with them?
I don't know.
You don't know when you shared the bill with the board?
I don't know when they shared it with the board, and that's the response that I'm providing.
Okay, well, I think it is concerning if bills are approved that you haven't reviewed. So I would ask the board members if you could please state whether or not you reviewed the attorney's bill.
I reviewed the attorney's bill.
So the board is not required to do a back and forth. The persons were asked to provide him with a response, and that's the response. If he's not satisfied with the response, something we can do about that.
Too bad, go ahead.
Well, for the record, you are allowed to answer questions. You may not be required to, but good boards and good public servants try their best to answer questions that are asked of them. And so while you may not be required to, I think this board has a lot of room for improvement, and there's clearly problems if you forget to make a pension payment. If you have the meeting devolve into chaos like it did previously, if you have an inability to get board members to show up. I mean, I can't think of the last time the chairman was here at a meeting. So I think that, this board has a lot of room for improvement. You need to start by being transparent. The fact that I've had to wait almost 2 months for these basic Oprah requests shows that there's a serious problem here. So,
Sir, may I say something?
absolutely.
In my comments from the public, I said that you're limited to speaking for 3 minutes, okay? I gave you a lot of time, all right? We way past the 3 minutes. So I've given you a lot of time to speak. And not only that, if you would listen to what I said, I also said on agenda items only. I have given you, not only have I been flexible by allowing you to ask questions that were not on the agenda, I also gave you way more than 3 minutes. And the reason why I have chosen to do it like that is because what happened in the meeting that you discussed before, I don't intend for it to happen again.
Absolutely.
All right,
But
so
my first
please-
question was who's chairing the meeting? You're not, correct? So it's not you who's giving me the time or deciding how much time I have or how to respond to my questions. It should be the
I am
person who's
not
chairing the meeting,
I
right?
am not sharing the meeting,
Right.
but I'm not doing back and forth, but I'm not sharing the meeting. But if you would remember, on my comment from the public, I was very specific. So, Madam Chair,
Is
could
there
you?
anyone else?
Yes.
Just respectfully, I'd ask you to check your bylaws and
Thank
see if you're allowed to limit public comments to agenda items only, because I'd be surprised if that's what your bylaws say.
Yes, you can.
You should allow these people to speak about any issue that matters to them and this housing authority, and trying to restrict it and police it is a mistake, and you've allowed me to make comments and ask questions on different topics, so you should allow everybody else the same thing. It's not fair, and it's not good practice to try to limit the public from commenting. This is their space, this public comment period is for them, and I hope that you'll allow folks to speak their mind and ask questions, and I hope that the good board members will answer the questions when asked. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Anybody else would like to speak? I'd like to make a motion. We'd like to go into executive session.
Discuss it.
First motion.
I'd like to discuss, what we're gonna be discussing is our strategic plan.
In the executive session. Good job. Discuss legal issues and contracts.
Okay. I wanna make a motion
They close.
to discuss legal issues and contracts.
I don't think she speaks. She don't speak.
Who's chairing the meeting now?
I'd like to make a motion to go into executive session to discuss legal contracts. I'll second the.
Vice Chair Humphrey? Commissioner Boyd?
Yes.
Commissioner Mutza? Commissioner Matlos? Commissioner Arlene? Yes.
To the tenants and the general public, we'll be going in executive session.
For what reason?
I asked for comments from the public, and I asked the public to come up to speak. When we go to executive session, it takes a while. Sometimes it takes a while, and I would not like you guys to be sitting out here for any length of time while we're in executive session. So if you would like to stay, you're welcome to stay, but if you would like to leave, when we come back out, we'll be voting and closing the meeting.
What's the reason for the executive session?
We already mentioned.
We mentioned it
I'm
already.
sorry, I missed it. What was
Okay,
it?
we already mentioned.
What is the reason for the executive session? Why won't you just tell me? What do you have to hide?
Executive session.
First motion.
I'll just bring these out of the way.
Mrs. Thomas.
I have to go get my glasses, I forgot it.
Yeah, they're back out.
Who made a motion?
No problem. All right.
You love the same motion.
This meeting's a little banged up.
Yeah, we have
I can still sit here and not be in the picture, right?
But he's Bobby.
Okay, Vice Chair Humphrey?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyd?
Yes.
Commissioner Matza stepped away. Commissioner Matlos?
Yes.
Commissioner Arlene?
Yes.
Okay, we're now out of closed session. You want me to go continue on?
Yeah.
Okay, I need a resolution to issue an RFP for legal services.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Made the motion, Pete? And you second. Vice Chair Humphrey?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyd?
Yes.
Commissioner Manuzza? Commissioner Matlos?
Yes.
Commissioner Arlen?
Yes.
Oh, my handwriting, I'm not gonna be able to read my own handwriting. Resolution to approve Sherry Humphrey to be the HELOC's approving official.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Peter and Yvonne. Vice Chair Humphrey.
Yes.
Can she vote? She's allowed to vote, right? Right? Right, can she vote for herself? Or should she abstain?
She could abstain.
Okay.
You don't get anything.
Commissioner Boyd?
Yes.
Commissioner Manuzza?
Yes.
Commissioner Matlos?
Yes.
Commissioner Arlene?
Yes.
Okay. That's the next one. Are you ready, Kathy? You ready? Hang on, life, for dear life. Okay. Resolution to terminate the contract with AMA Consulting. Given
Pursuant to a 30-day clause.
Yeah, what'd you say, Doug?
Pursuant to a 30-day clause.
Okay, pursuant to a 30-day clause.
Make the motion to, repeat, I'm sorry.
AMA 2 minutes.
Terminate the AMA.
Pursuant to a 30-day
Pursuant to a 30-day clause. I'll second it.
Go for a motion. And discussions. Vice Chair Humphrey,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyd,
Yes.
Commissioner Manutza,
Yes.
Commissioner Matlos.
Yes.
Commissioner Arlene.
Yes.
Okay. Any commissioner comments, I guess? Now we're done. Well, we didn't do anything with titanium.
No, we
No,
decided we're gonna
he
keep
said
criteria.
He's gonna work with us.
Yes, he's gonna work with us.
We're doing that.
May, next month. Not yet.
That's it, that's all I have.
Anything else?
Any commissioner comments?
I missed the last meeting, I'd like to welcome the doctor aboard. I haven't seen you in your formal capacity, so I look forward to working with you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Any other comment?
Any other commissioner comment? Need a motion to adjourn?
Second. Time for dinner.
I know.
Vice Chair Humphrey,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyd,
Yes.
Commissioner Manutza,
Yes.
Commissioner Matlos,
Yes.
Commissioner Arlene.
Yes.
Meeting is adjourned, it is now 7:27.
So we're gonna have food next time?
We have to look at a whole bunch of.